Good morning, you're tuned into daily coronavirus updates. Today is the 9th of May and this is The Wire. More than 56,000 people across the country have been infected by the novel coronavirus. More than 16,000 of those have recovered and the death toll is inching towards 2,000. According to government's daily press briefing, 3,390 people contracted the virus in a single day as on May 7. Health Ministry's Love Agarwal also said that India's doubling rate is coming down gradually, and he added that the challenge will be to live with the virus, suggesting that the disease isn't going away soon. On the global front, at least 38 lakh people have been infected, 2 lakh have died, and over 12 lakh have recovered. Noida reported its first COVID-19 casualty on Friday when a 60-year-old resident who tested positive on Wednesday died. Dharavi has reported over 700 cases as of now. A central team has advised Maharashtra government to aggressively expand isolation facilities and institutional quarantine to curb the spread of the disease. A team of health volunteers are also conducting screening in the area. Cases in Ahmedabad district of Gujarat have been increasing. 4,991 people have tested positive in Ahmedabad so far. Over 250 cases were reported in the district in a single day. A large chunk of over 7,000 cases recorded in Gujarat are in Ahmedabad alone. For a second consecutive day, New Delhi has recorded the biggest spike in the number of cases. The capital recorded 448 cases in one day. The total number of cases now stands at 5,980. After the ICMR gave nod to states to perform plasma therapy and submit the results, the Indian Council of Medical Research has now given approval to conduct clinical trials of the therapy in 21 hospitals. The approval to the ICMR has been given by the National Ethics Committee to conduct the second phase of plasma therapy trials. 5 of these 21 hospitals selected across the country are in Maharashtra, 4 in Gujarat, 2 each in Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh, and 1 each in Punjab, Karnataka, Telangana and Chandigarh. Last month, the Health Ministry had said that there was no evidence yet to definitively say that the procedure could be used to treat COVID-19 patients. However, last week, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said that clinical trials in the capital would continue since the results were encouraging. Earlier this month, a COVID-19 patient had recovered and was sent back home after he was treated with plasma therapy. The statement of the hospital, however, said that the patient's recovery cannot solely be attributed to the therapy. Across the country, recovered patients have been donating their plasma after ICMR first gave its nod to states. An examination of company approvals and procurement done by the Indian Express shows that according to Central Drug Standard Control Organization's list released on Wednesday, 85 of the 95 approved antibody test kit manufacturers are foreign companies. Similarly, 11 out of 21 ICMR approved RT-PCR manufacturers are foreign. Similarly, India's recent procurement of 35 lakh RT-PCR tests by the Department of Health Research is 90% imported. This data about the 35 lakh RT-PCR tests was given in a detailed presentation on the 1st of May by P.D. Vaghela, Secretary, Department of Pharmaceutical and Chairman of Empowered Group on Protective Equipment. According to the Indian Express report, the shortage of essential components has made India's antibody testing capacity almost entirely reliant on foreign companies. The report also said that P.D. Vaghela's presentation on the 1st of May emphasized on the procurement by the government, especially for products that India has been able to source entirely domestically. All of the 1.3 lakh purchased oxygen cylinders are from Indian manufacturers, and another 5 lakh industrial oxygen cylinders will soon be converted into medical ones. According to a report published in the Economic Times, the Indian Council of Medical Research has decided to conduct a study in the worst affected districts to check if the districts have entered the community transmission phase or not. An ICMR scientist on the condition of anonymity told the newspaper that districts that are hotspots have been shortlisted. Earlier in February-March, the ICMR conducted random sample testing of patients with severe acute respiratory symptoms, and it was found that no community transmission was taking place. Till now, the official position of the ICMR and Health Ministry is that community transmission is not taking place. However, on the 7th of April, Mumbai's municipal corporation said that Mumbai has reached the community transmission stage. On the 10th of April, the Chief Minister of Punjab told media that 27 cases recorded that day had no travel history. He said that some of those 21 cases may be community transmission cases. ICMR's second round of study may help solve some of these disputed claims. According to a report by Sukanya Shanta of The Wire, the delay in the process of decongesting Maharashtra's prisons has led to a major outbreak in Mumbai's Arthur Road jail. Of the 270 people tested, 77 inmates and 26 staff members have tested positive. According to officials, the numbers are expected to rise dramatically in the coming days. The first case of infection in Mumbai was reported after an under-trial prisoner was taken to JJ Hospital in Mumbai for treatment. The inmate, who is a 45-year-old man, had suffered paralysis attack in the morning on the 2nd of May and was rushed to treatment. After the prisoner tested positive, prison officials scrambled and conducted more tests. To learn more about why the prison was not decongested even after Supreme Court's order, you can read the story on thewire.in. Japan on Thursday approved Gilead Sciences' Remdesivir as a treatment for COVID-19, making it the country's first officially authorized drug to tackle the coronavirus disease. With no other approved treatments for COVID-19, interest in Remdesivir is growing around the world. The drug was granted authorization last week by the US FDA for emergency use for the disease. Gilead says the drug has improved outcomes for people suffering from the respiratory disease and has provided data suggesting it works better when given in early stages of the infection. Thank you for tuning in. Keep reading and watching The Wire and The Wire Science. We will see you tomorrow. Until then, stay safe.